Shit.
And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a
Welcome, everybody. Good evening. I am excited. I'm going back to Indiana soon. Yeah, I got up to 50 followers. That's awesome. Let's see. Hopefully when I get back, I'll be able to stream a little bit more.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Gee. Under fire. Throws for the
Oh my God, he should not have caught that. Or not that catching. He should have never gotten it off. Is what I mean.
You go with the first snap of the game,
Let
and you make a big
block.
play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the quarterback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
The play action fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I just want to hold him to.
Nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Ooh, that might have even been out of field goal territory. You know.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get
okay, they're going to attempt it. But
plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great
okay, good kicks.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So Ohio's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold.
Oh, he's got some space.
Woo.
They knew the defense was crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Single back formation, and they give it to him. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball. as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Let's go! They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's stopped. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys. Just enough.
Turning it on. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smacks.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Hey, down.
This coach
Down.
wanted to be absolutely certain on a
Take it.
challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
Down. Off. Hey. You heard me.
The Bobcats have this offense rolling. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Bobcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. They came out and jumped on them early punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out. Stuck in reverse, they hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there.
Wait, what is this at?
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. That 55-yard field goal attempt went awry, and now to make matters worse, they'll give it up 1st and 10 at the 38. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offense. Last game he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Gee. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails, drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Fires into traffic, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. The defense putting points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
All right.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside
Hello,
the
hello,
Mountain
whoever is
West.
watching.
Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Eastern Michigan going fast. To throw, it's Gee. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable on this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Fires to the big fella. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Boy, that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Looking downfield, it's Gee. Punts it out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he's got a chance. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the tight end. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
From the gun. Give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. There he goes. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know what?
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in
Blame
physicality,
what?
and that's
I
their
mentioned it to
identity.
him.
So running the ball on 2nd
And
down,
now
no problem for them.
Off the play fake on first down. Takes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just
we're still winning.
block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Gee. Oh, they're after him! And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So here they come, going for it after giving up that sack and desperately needing to move the chains. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped and he just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too.
We're going to go for it.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Bobcats looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This will be picked up, maybe just the turning point they needed.
If I lose this game, it's all my fault.
But to flip the field position with the return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 22 to UAB. Wheel circle.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points, and you get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it past the mark. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air, it's Gee. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one that ought to do it.
And that's such a
Good
great
meal.
job of seeing the play, seeing it
Oh,
unfold,
I prefer
breaking on
score.
the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Might as well stick with him. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in week 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Gee. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Very good. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna hop off for now.